last few minutes. Okay, so my name is George Kitayama, and I live here in San Jose. Woke up to this pretty big earthquake. Epicenter right now appears to be American Canyon in Napa County, which is quite a ways from here, but nevertheless here in San Jose, according to my friends on social media, Facebook and Twitter and Google+, there was quite a lot of shaking, woke a lot of people up. I did see one picture, and I posted it on Facebook, a picture of damage in someone's kitchen. He had reported that there was damage in his in-laws' kitchen. There were plates thrown around. So if that's any indication of the damage in that area, as the sun comes up, we may see a whole lot more. Preliminary magnitude right now, I'm seeing everything from a 6.0, 6.1 to 5.7. The numbers continue to fluctuate. So anyone out there who felt the earthquake, please come on in to this hangout. I have invited a number of friends from the Bay Area. Some of them probably went back to sleep. So it'll be interesting to see anyone out there who can come in and share their experiences. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep this hangout open for a few more minutes and then may relaunch a little bit later to see what else is going on. But no damage here in my place here in San Jose, so everything is A-OK. And it doesn't seem like there's any activity outside, so I assume that most people just went back to sleep, which is a typical California thing to do, especially if you don't feel that there's any danger to you and your loved ones and your friends in the area. So again, here in San Jose, not much. It was a kind of a slow rattle and a roll. Woke me up. Of course, thought I was dreaming, and then realized it was an earthquake. And like most people, went to social media, and the buzz on Twitter, Facebook, and here on Google Plus confirmed that there indeed was an earthquake. Again, preliminary magnitude right now looks to be 6.1, 6.0. I'm going to continue checking to see where and how extensive this quake was. Right now centered in American Canyon in the Napa County area. Nearby is Napa County Airport, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, and Vallejo, just south of American Canyon. We're talking about an area just off of Interstate 80. There is a couple of golf clubs, specifically the Hidden Brook Golf Club. The Chardonnay Country Club is nearby. So it'd be interesting to see if anyone out there on Google Plus who may have experienced this quake may be able to share with us what they felt, if they're able to and willing to show us maybe around their home. That would be interesting to see as well. So anyone out there care to say anything or show anything, please come into this hangout. I did invite a number of people from the Bay Area into this hangout, so hoping to get some activity. In the meantime, let's see what's going on. Excuse me. Refresh here. So this is a report from the San Jose Mercury News as of 19 minutes ago. So they're calling it a magnitude 6 rolling throughout the Bay Area this Sunday morning, about 3:20 in the morning. So exactly 1 hour ago, 3:20 in the morning, the quake was reported, centered 4 miles northwest of American Canyon, 6 miles southwest of Napa, and this is according to the USGS. And many are saying right now this will likely end up as the largest trembler to hit this region since Loma Prieta back in 1989, so that was 25 years ago. It lasted, at least for me, I counted maybe about 25 seconds. Social media, people on social media reporting upward of 30 seconds. Law enforcement, of course, emergency personnel in the area immediately made their calls to see what, if any, damage coming into their stations. I'm sure they were flooded with a number of calls. We had a smattering of aftershocks. I think the strongest one from reports are saying a magnitude 2.5, the strongest aftershock after this magnitude 6 that rolled in here about an hour ago. PG&E right now reporting number of outages near Napa and Santa Rosa. There are reports of down power lines. And of course, CHP and Caltrans, their crews and I'm sure their officers are out examining the area in Napa and Santa Rosa. And they are reports right now they're examining the major bridges in the Napa and Santa Rosa area. No major injuries as of now, according to law enforcement activity on Twitter. They are very, very active on Twitter all over the Bay Area, just trying to see if any type of damage to homes and streets. USGS now saying that the quake was felt in an area spanning upward of about 100 miles, and they're categorizing it as severe, and that's how the shaking was perceived. So yes, if this magnitude rating holds 6.0, it's going to be the largest earthquake since Loma Prieta in 1989. That one measured 6.9. And of course, the largest one on record was in 1906, San Francisco, and that was a 7.8. So that's the latest right now. I'm going to check on Twitter to see, specifically, I'm going to go to Vallejo and check and see what is going on. All right, if you go to Twitter, Twitter handle Father Tyrone took a picture of his, it looks like his cupboard, and looks like a lot of stuff fell down his fell off the shelves. Quite a mess in his mom's house in Vallejo. Someone on Twitter, Myers Eric13, saying that Highway 37 westbound shut down at Sonoma Boulevard due to road buckling. No picture with that just yet. What else is there? Okay, so that's Vallejo right now. I'm going to go to Napa, see what's going on in Napa. Number of pictures on Twitter from Napa. A lot of people up, though, at this hour because of this earthquake here in the San Francisco Bay Area. We're going to see what else is going on here. Let me refresh. Anyone who wants to come in to this hangout, I'm going to go ahead and invite some more people here. I realize that there are a lot of people who are probably not up, or if they did wake up, they went back to sleep. So that's probably what happened. No damage here in my apartment in San Jose. So again, we are far from the epicenter, which is in the northern part of the Bay Area. We're talking Napa County, Solano County, in that area. Okay, so yeah, 6.0 earthquake right now. That's the magnitude. The epicenter in American Canyon, which is in Napa County. If you do a Google map search, and you will see what's in the area. Vallejo, specifically, I'd be interested to see if any damage, if there's any damage at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. As you know, it's summertime, and they're a lot of tourists in the area and families who were probably planning to go to Discovery Kingdom this Sunday morning. I assume that the folks at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom are on their way to that amusement park to see if there's any damage, specifically to buildings and some of the amusement park rides, the roller coasters there. Obviously, this is a busy time for Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, but they are right near the epicenter, if not on the epicenter itself. So I haven't heard anything from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom just yet, but let me see if there's anyone tweeting from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. No word yet of any damage there. Again, I just invited my circles into the hangout, and I do have a number of people from the San Francisco Bay Area in that in my circles. So, be interested to see what many of my friends in the Bay Area felt. So please come on in. I could just send them another invite. Okay. Again, this is the largest earthquake to hit the Bay Area since Loma Prieta. Loma Prieta in 1989. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, there are widespread power outages that are impacting that area. Reports of minor damage. I mentioned items falling off kitchen shelves. There are pictures on Twitter right now from a number of people who have been taking pictures of their kitchen shelves. Number of stores now reporting items falling off their shelves in stores with broken bottles. So again, Santa Clara County, Contra Costa County, Solano County, Napa County, it just a wide area felt this quake. Of course, the strongest again in that Napa, Solano County area. It looks like the range from as far away as here in the South Bay, where San Jose and Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, Milpitas, we all felt it, and then as far northeast as Davis, people reporting that they were woken up by this quake. But a number of people turn to social media. Obviously, it's the thing to do. TV, very slow to react. Radio hopped on it, but it's people just expressed how they felt on social media. Valerie Gunnell on Facebook saying, "Scared me. It scared me. I'm still scared. It lasted a really long time." A woman named Brianne Laiwa from South San Jose. She says, "It woke up South San Jose." Someone in San Francisco, Matt Wendell, says, "Now that was a real earthquake." Okay, nothing on the Six Flags Discovery Kingdom Twitter feed right now, so we may not know of any damage to that amusement park, at least for, it's going to be a while still, and it's also dark at 4:30 in the morning. We might not be able to see really the how extensive this damage is until the sun rises in another hour and a half or so. So I'm hoping that some people come into the hangout, because it really would be interesting to see what other people think, because again, it shook me out of bed, but I'm in San Jose. I'm really interested to see what other people felt throughout the Bay Area. Send out another invite. I see there are 13 of you watching right now, so I appreciate you coming in and listening in on this earthquake hangout. I'm a former television reporter for NBC here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I reported in Kansas City for NBC, as well as CBS in West Michigan and NBC in West Texas for the last 17 and a half years. And reported. I've only reported on a few earthquakes here in the Bay Area during my time. The strongest one probably back in 2006, Halloween time. I was down in Gilroy when that one hit, but that was only about a 4.7. And we broke into coverage. We broke into programming when that happened. This one, a lot stronger, though. The one in 2006 was centered in Alum Rock, which is a neighborhood in San Jose. This one, a 6.0 quake, centered in the American Canyon area, which is it's a good drive north of here. It's in wine country. There's a picture on Twitter of broken bottles of wine at a Safeway. It's a mess. A Safeway in American Canyon, they tweeted out this picture of wine bottles and just a mess in that aisle. Refresh here. Yeah, it's pretty good damage here. I'm actually going to yeah, there it is. Number of pictures coming in from the Safeway in American Canyon. If you go on Twitter, you'll see that. People taking it from the Safeway in American Canyon. Okay. The Bay Area police departments right now, the Bay Area police departments are urging people actually not to call 911 unless it's a real emergency. Napa City Police Department is saying right now that I guess they've been getting a number of calls asking them if an earthquake had indeed occurred. So the city police department wrote a message on Twitter basically saying officers actively working the Napa area for earthquake-related issues only call 911 in life-threatening situations. And so a number of departments have joined Napa PD in saying, hey, look, don't call 911 to seek confirmation that a quake had occurred. Only call if it's a true emergency. Albie Esparza, he's a spokesman for the San Francisco PD, said there was a roll call of all police stations in San Francisco. That happened shortly after the quake hit. He's reporting that, quote, all facilities reported no damage at this time and operations continue normally. That's at the area police departments. But of course, if you look at Twitter, you'll see a number of pictures from the Safeway in American Canyon that shows damage to a number of things falling off the shelves. I appreciate everyone who's coming to this hangout, or actually watching. I am hoping for people to come in to share their experiences. That way it's not me just yapping, but that's what it appears to be. I'm going to go ahead and do this for about 10 more minutes. If I don't get anyone in, then I'll relaunch it, reach out to some people, and then get some people into this hangout to have a little bit more, add a little more substance to this earthquake hangout. All right. I'm going to just do a search again just to see what's going on in Napa, Vallejo, and American Canyon. Let's go to American Canyon and see what's going on Twitter. People tweeting out. So they've got a number of here's a really good picture, actually. I wish I could share this. I might be able to. Hold on. That's a little small. Okay, so let me see if I can do a screen share. Okay, guys, so I'm going to share with you what I am looking here. All right, take a look at this. This right here. This is a Safeway. I believe this is the one, perhaps, in American Canyon. A number of pictures have come in on social media, and I'm not sure how big this picture is for you. When I click on it, actually it gets smaller. But you can see this is this is inside a Safeway in American Canyon, and you see just the number of things that have fallen off the shelves. It's a mess, and you can imagine if we're seeing aisles 17 and 18. It's fair to say that probably every aisle in this Safeway in American Canyon probably is damaged in every aisle. So the folks there, well, they have their work cut out for them. They're gonna have to shut down the store because it looks like a mess inside this Safeway. So that's just one of many pictures coming in that I have seen on social media. Let's see if there are any more I can share with you. Okay, this is the same picture. All right. So I'm in the San Jose area. That's where I am, and we felt it down here, and it was a pretty good shakeup. Woke me up, and I assumed it woke up my neighbors, but it's very, very quiet out there right now. I assume that they all went back to sleep. In fact, I'm pretty sure they all went back to sleep. I even contemplated going back to sleep, but I have a number of friends, fellow journalists, who just went on their phones and started tweeting out. So that kept me up. My notifications just went nuts on my phone. So hard to go to sleep when that happens. So again, I think we're going to have to wait until daylight breaks to really see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to screen share again because there are a brand new pictures coming in. Okay, so hopefully you see this. Okay, this looks like, well, this is a Methodist church in Vallejo. You can see the masonry or the bricks that fell from this Methodist church. And so as daylight breaks, we are probably going to see a lot more damage. I assume, no, not assume, I know that news crews are heading, if they're not already there, because this quake hit at about an hour and 20 minutes ago. 3:20 in the morning is when the quake hit. So we're about an hour and 20 minutes. The quake hit about an hour and 20 minutes ago, and we're now getting a lot of pictures coming into social media showing the damage in the area. So that's a church in Vallejo. Again, you know, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom is in that area, and no reports of any damage there. Of course, we haven't seen anything yet. This is a 7-Eleven inside American Canyon. So American Canyon, Vallejo, Napa, we're seeing damage from inside stores. Okay. This picture right here, it says this one's in Napa, and you can see. Well, I can't really determine where this is, and in the caption I hear, it doesn't say where. In fact, this Tim O'Brien is asking if this is legit. Where is this? Based on just, I've been in Napa several times. I mean, this looks like it's in downtown Napa for sure. This specific building, I'm not clear what the specific building is, but you can see the damage on the street, the masonry, the bricks that have fallen onto the street, and you can see a couple people here kind of surveying the damage, looking at the damage. Here's more pictures coming in from downtown Napa, also from Tim O'Brien on Twitter. Oh, excuse me. This is, I'm not quite sure what store this is, but this is in downtown Napa. And again, you can see, looks like part of the wall or the roof came crashing down into the sidewalk below. Picture's not too clear here. Looks like the same church, a Methodist church in Vallejo that got hit. This church right here is at Virginia Street and Sonoma Boulevard in Vallejo. Again, this quake happened at about 3:20 in the morning, so most people are in bed. I remember the Northridge quake in 1994. I was in Los Angeles when that one happened. That one happened, if my memory serves me correct, that one happened about 4:30 in the morning. That was the Northridge quake. I remember the Loma Prieta quake happened during the World Series, and I think that was late afternoon, early evening, if I'm not mistaken. But the Northridge quake that I felt back in '94, which was about 20 years ago, 20 and a half years ago, that happened about 4:30 in the morning. Of course, that was pre-social media. The only thing we had then we could rely on were TV and radio. So I put on KNX 1070 radio when that quake happened, and you could tell something had happened because there was some activity on the radio, but they weren't broadcasting. They weren't talking about the earthquake itself, but you heard some activity in the background on that radio station. But in about 2 minutes, someone came on and said, "Well, we don't have to tell you what just happened. An earthquake has hit here." That was 1994, the Northridge earthquake. Fast forward to 2014. First thing we do is hit on social media and hit Twitter specifically to see if indeed what we felt was an earthquake, and then we go from there. So it's 4:45 in the morning. The earthquake hit at about 3:20, so we are about an hour and 25 minutes. Hit about an hour and 25 minutes ago. A magnitude 6-point quake centered in the American Canyon area, which is near Napa and Vallejo. There are power outages in the North Bay right now. Santa Rosa, Rohnert Park, Vallejo, all reporting power outages. The intersections, many of them are dark. And specifically, USGS saying that a magnitude 6.0 quake struck 3 miles northwest of American Canyon, which is in Napa County, at about 3:20 this morning. Of course, it was felt widely throughout Northern California. There are reports of some buckling We've seen reports on Twitter of that, also from the CHP saying that there's some buckling on some of the roads. One specific place, an off-ramp from westbound Highway 37 to Highway 29. But the Bay Area bridges, this is the CHP reporting this, CHP saying that the Bay Area bridges appear to be fine. Widespread, it was felt from in a wide area. Benicia, which is just only just several miles from the epicenter, the quake was strong enough to knock off pictures off the wall, off the mantles. There's a computer service owner, store owner in Santa Rosa. He describes it as just a rolling sensation, and he says it felt like I was on a boat in the bay, and that's kind of what I felt like too. I mean, I was sleeping when it hit, so it was. When you're sleeping and an earthquake hits, you're not quite sure if it's an earthquake because you're coming out of sleep, and then, of course, 15, 20 seconds in, now you're up, and then you realize it is a quake. But then you're assessing at that point, well, how strong is it? And is it strong enough that I should go to the doorway and hold on to the doorway? But I stayed in bed, and then it stopped. Those who felt the Loma Prieta earthquake in '89 said it wasn't like the shaking they felt in '89. This one felt more of a rolling, and that's exactly how I described it on Facebook when I woke up. That it was a rattle and roll. Just looking at Twitter, seeing the reports coming in, and now there's just a lot of pictures online. People are taking pictures of their kitchens, store owners taking pictures at 7-Eleven and Safeway specifically. They are just coming in like every second, more and more pictures coming in. KTVU looks like they're about to break in. They're getting ready to go on air. Claudine Wong from KTVU tweeting about 45 seconds ago that they're getting ready to go on air. Reports going into that newsroom. Fires, power outages, and damage been reported. USGS now saying that there's only a 5 to 10% chance of equal or larger aftershock in the next 7 days. All right, folks, I'm going to probably in the next, I'll give this another 5 more minutes, and then we're going to shut this broadcast off. Again, I was hoping that some people would come in to the Hangout to talk about their experiences, but it is 4:49 in the morning, so I'm not surprised that people are not coming into the Hangout. I usually get some people to come in the Hangout, but it may be just a little too early, although either that or they're doing what I'm doing and just going all over social media and not realizing that there's a Hangout going on. However, if there was, let's just say this, if I was in American Canyon or Napa or Vallejo right now, I would be launching a Hangout outside and kind of showing people around. I have not seen any other Hangouts launched on the streets of Napa or American Canyon or Vallejo just yet. But that's what I would do. I would launch a Hangout from the streets just to show everyone what's going on. That's the beauty of this Hangout, is that you can do that. You can, in a time like this, to show what's going on the outside. I did that a few years ago during one of the Occupy protests in downtown Oakland, and the people in the Hangout found out firsthand what was going on. So I'm hoping that people will do that for this. There are enough visuals out there to show, but the number one thing is to be safe, though, when you're out there, because especially if things have been loosened, if another aftershock hits, probably not a good thing to be in an area where there are windows or buildings. And so I know news crews are out there, law enforcement personnel that are out there, but it would still be interesting to see how much damage in the American Canyon, Napa, Vallejo area. And at this point, just 10 minutes before 5 o'clock in the morning, and the sun not out yet, we're not going to see how extensive this quake is until the sun is out. Okay, so we'll give this another 4 minutes. I'm going to invite my circles to see. So I'm just going to do a quick recap. Give me a few seconds here to refresh. Oh, tired. So again, just a recap. About 3:20 this morning, there was a very strong 6.0 earthquake, epicenter in Napa County's American Canyon. It is considered, or it is actually being called now the strongest earthquake in 25 years since 1989, and that was when the Loma Prieta quake happened. Magnitude 6.0 earthquake, at least 25 aftershocks. This according to the USGS, saying we've had at least 25 aftershocks. I haven't felt any of them, but I'm sure the folks up in Napa and American Canyon and Vallejo probably have felt them all. Magnitude 6.0 earthquake, at least 25 aftershocks. The first one, the earthquake, happened at 3:20 in the morning, so that's about an hour and a half ago. Centered epicenter in the Napa County town of American Canyon. We have widespread power outages in that area. Napa, Santa Rosa, and Roanoke Park all reporting power outages. Minor damage, as we've seen, from 7-Elevens to a Safeway in American Canyon. We've seen pictures on social media with a lot of inside damage. A number of things knocked off the shelves. Wine bottles, a lot of different items in every aisle in those stores and markets. So the workers there have a lot of work to do to clean that up. And I assume that these stores have probably closed for the morning as they try to get their store, get all the items and clean up all the items off the floors of their stores. CHP has closed down a bridge on a major highway, and it doesn't say which highway. I'm gonna try to get. I'll try to get that for you. Actually, I do have it now. Excuse me, Highway 37. CHP has closed down Highway 37, a bridge on Highway 37 in Vallejo. They're inspecting it for possible damage. Again, widespread power outages impacted Napa. Reports of minor damage, items falling off kitchen shelves, stores, broken bottles. Last big earthquake, 1989, Loma Prieta, nearly 25 years ago. That was a 6.9. USGS saying that aftershocks of up to 5.0 are likely in the next week. Only a 5% chance of a stronger quake during the next week. So we are going to be shaking around in the 5.0 range for a little while. Looks like callers to a number of news outlets, specifically KCBS Radio, reported a significant shaking motion in the city of Napa and lasting for an extended time. Here in San Jose, it was about 30 seconds from what I felt, just from the time I woke up to the time it stopped. I wouldn't call it significant shaking motion. Here in the South Bay in San Jose, it was more like a rolling motion. Definitely woke me up, but did not get out of bed at that point. The KCBS reporting now, a Safeway store in Sonoma, no power. Employees have evacuated the store. Firefighters are inside, checking the inside. But this was widely felt from the South Bay, where I live, San Jose area. People in Davis on the way to Sacramento, they felt it. Contra Costa County felt it. Everyone turning to social media and saying what it felt like. One person, Leanne Maklem, on Twitter saying, "Wow, that was a whopper." Julia Engel saying in San Francisco that woke up to our apartment shaking back and forth, the scariest moment of my life. So that's exactly what everyone is talking about. And if you go on Twitter, you'll see a lot of people posting pictures, including one picture that I showed earlier in the Hangout. A building appears to in downtown Napa, extensive damage to that building. HP Golden Gate on their Twitter feed saying that damage reported to the roadway. We're looking at SR 12 121 at Cuttings Wharf in Napa. Damage reported to roadway. Affected sections are coned off and to be careful in that area. All right, folks, 4:56, 4 minutes before the hour, and I am going to stop this broadcast. I appreciate everyone who stopped by to listen, and I may relaunch another Hangout later on to see if there's anyone who could actually come into the Hangout with me and talk about their experiences of this morning's earthquake. Again, to recap, 3:20 in the morning, 6.0 earthquake, epicenter, American Canyon in the Napa County area. Everyone is okay, as far as I know, here in the San Jose area, and I appreciate everyone coming in. Thank you very much.